Okay, everybody, we are back with more Dragon Age for another week of running. You guys really seem to love this. We're just going to continue on right where we left off, which was we just got out of the wilds. We had to talk to Duncan, which is sweet and all. That's cool. That's what we need to do, but we need to turn in a few more quests before we do that. And I was just kind of walking around here. I realized there's a note in these cages, so I'm actually going to go get that real quick. Because as you're well aware at this point, if you click on notes and stuff like that, gives you XP when you get codex entries, so we'll do that. We'll also come over here and talk to him.
Amabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Well, I've got it for you.
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment.
Well, no problem. Take your
He looks
time.
better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
Okay, so how long before there's an improvement?
A day, maybe two. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
Okay, is that possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector.
It's pretty
Come
smart.
back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Okay, cool. And I turned down... I know the combat was really loud. It still is. You know, it's really annoying. But we'll go to options. I'll show you audio, sound effects, down. Music volume, that's pretty far down. Dialogue volume, that's fairly average. It's about the same volume as what I talk. So it's, you know, it'll override each other. But yeah, the combat is really loud. I try to turn it down, I swear. It's just the combat in the game is very loud, and there's a mod to kind of fix it, but it doesn't always work. So yeah, we'll go along with it. Now let's talk to Duncan and turn in the main quest here. I don't think there's another quest. Ostagar, tainted blood. Okay. Yeah. So pretty much have it all. Okay, good. Also, I need to deliver this in Redcliffe, but we'll do that when we get to Redcliffe later on in the game.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Yeah, we have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
So maybe you should... yeah, something about Morrigan and her mother. Yeah, let's tell him about the whole witch in the wild thing. Yeah, all that stuff.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Good call. Okay, well, you know what? What's with this ritual?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Well, I have no problem with facing what's to come.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Okay. This might be interesting. Very interesting.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Well, I don't think we can do anything about it, so...
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Well, that's a pretty horrible thing to say.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
That was weird. It just didn't pop up the dialogue for a second there. Well, those who survived, that's a good point. Is not all of us going to survive or something?
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you.
Okay.
Davith, step forward.
First step. I think he's gonna die.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith.
You are weak.
Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Duncan, you're being really creepy.
I am sorry.
Probably should have just drank the blood, bro.
But the joining is not yet complete.
My guy looks so shocked.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
That's a dragon. Big evil dragon.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Well, you know, the knees are acting up again. You know, my shoulder gets really stiff in this kind of cold weather. But you know, nothing you said could have prepared me for that, I think.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Oh yeah.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Okay. So you've already done that for me. Sweet.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, what kind of meeting is this going to be?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence.
Because I'm
the
awesome.
meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Alrighty. Ooh, I leveled up. Nice. Okay, well. Let's see here. You know what? Is cunning the thing that... I might go with dex. Yeah, let's go with some dex. We'll just put 3 points in. Actually, damn, I need life, too. Ooh, this is a hard choice. Okay. We're going to put 3 points into life, because I'm going to need that. We're going to do next. We don't need that. Stealth would actually be kind of nice right now. But I would like some more abilities. Dual striking, not that great. So... So combat movement. Quick, more easily outmaneuver opponents. granting a wider flanking angle that makes backstabbing easier to achieve. Doing it. That sounds great. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, and I just remembered because the game just stuttered there. I had an idea to try to boost performance. You know what? I'm going to try that real quick because I totally forgot, and we'll see if it does anything. That seems to have worked a bit. Kind of. I mean, I gained a couple more frames, but the game seems to stutter a bit more. You see what I'm saying? Like right there. Right there. So what I did was I turned down AA, right? So I turned down that, but I turned off frame buffer. Now frame buffer seems to, because I mean this is all important for those of you who bought the game, seems to make the game look better. I mean obviously, but it doesn't change the fact that it stutters still. I mean I gain maybe 8 frames per second turning it off. So it's just one of those frustrating things. I'm gonna have to screw around with a lot of settings there. The other thing I wanted to try, okay, so because you can't really see it, it's running at about 40 to 45 frames per second right here, just looking at Alistair over there, right? So, and like I said, this is all important because you guys, you know, are more than likely either owning the game now and wanting to replay it like most of you are, or planning on getting it. So I'm gonna pop the graphics detail down to high from very high. We're about 45 before. We gained about 10 frames. So does it still stutter? I'm not noticing it. Oh, there it goes a little bit, but not nearly as much. So now here's the real test. Here's the real test. Now that we did that, because very high, there's not really a huge difference. Let's be honest. Let's change frame buffer. Oh, wow, the game gets really dark when you do that. Oop.
Sorry, Grey Warden, but Duncan informed us that you're not to enter the main army camp for now.
But well, that was weird. I'm not trying to enter the main army camp.
Joining is complete. You are blessed by the Maker.
I think I broke it. Okay, so let's go. Let's go back down here. I'm still seeing that stuttering, which is quite annoying if you ask me. And the game looks worse. So we're still getting the stuttering, so let's turn this back on because I like how the game looks with frame buffer. Kind of like the glow. And we'll just leave it at high. So we'll go with that. We'll see if that works. Can I unlock this chest? Don't think I can. No, I cannot. I have to go over to this vendor anyways to get rid of some crap. So let's do that.
Again. Is there something you need?
Actually, there is.
Supplies, perhaps?
Perhaps. Let me see what he has in his other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Okay, so first things first. We gotta sell crap, right? Because we have a lot of crap in my inventory. Venom, acid coating, yeah, elf root. Okay, daggers. Don't need any of these daggers because mine are better. We're gonna get rid of that sword, that sword, that sword. These bows, because I'm not gonna use a bow. I'm not gonna use these arrows or these bolts or those arrows. That staff is probably good, but I'm selling it because I'm not gonna use it. Not gonna use that. Nor am I gonna use any of these. I'm gonna hold on to those just in case. Not gonna use those or those. Those are worse than what I have. Chainmail boots requires more strength. I don't have enough strength to wear those, so yeah, we're just gonna get that. Can't wear that at all, obviously. Let's see here. What else we got? Shield. Not gonna use it. Warden's Oath. 2 Constitution. I will use that. Just get rid of this. I'm gonna keep these runes. I'm gonna get rid of that garnet. These wolf pelts can be sold. And suddenly I've got quite a bit more gold. Is there anything that I need to buy from him? I don't think that there is. Does he have any daggers? I don't see any good daggers. No. So, let's just buy a couple of these because I'm going to need them. Does he have any flasks? That's the next question to ask. Oh, he's got a recipe. Yeah, sure. Why not? Rock salve recipe. I don't have improved herbalism. Don't really need it anyways. Okay.
Hello again. Is there something you need?
Let me see your normal stuff.
What you'd like.
Right. So normal stuff. Let's go to... He's got some... Oh, perfect. Flask. That's exactly what I needed. Let's just buy 99. Right. So that allows me now to make the health things. Boom. Nice. Can't really make anything else. Perfect. Good. You know what? Let's just...
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Was it in this one?
Let me know what you'd like.
I don't know if the recipe was in this one or not. Acid flask recipe. That sounds awesome. And I do kind of want these recipes, but at the same time, I'm like, can I get them other places? I think I can. I'm going to buy out his elf root. Okay, enough of the boring stuff, right? Is there anything that I needed to do? I could talk to Alistair, but that's not really important. She is important. Why is she here? I've never seen her here before.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
So, okay, I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. Actually, that was one of the concerns that I had watching back some of the content, and I think I got 1 or 2 comments on it. I'm not going to say what happens because I do know there are several of you who have not played the game. But what I will say, without spoiling anything, is she is a character you come across later in the game. And I've never seen her here before. So let's tell her who I am.
Well met. And good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Okay, will you be fighting besides the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Okay, so you faced Darkspawn before then?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
Not really a whole lot, so what does the Fade have to do with anything?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
Okay, what's the Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Okay, and the Chantry says many things, but is this all true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Okay, do you have any proper advice?
Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Cool. And for those of you who also... Ooh. Did I just level up? I got something. What did she give me? Oh, she gave me a skill point. Really? Why didn't I ever know that? Oh, no, I didn't spend my... No, I did spend my skill point because I put it in this. I've never known that. That's pretty cool. Okay, well, let's get dual weapon finesse then. Because we need it. Also, interesting, I have her modded. So that's why she looks the way she does, for those of you who know who she is. Just a little bit of information for you there, though. Okay. I don't think there's anything up here to loot. I've been up here several times in the past, and I don't quite remember anything.
Nonsense talk stopped immediately.
Yeah, we're just gonna go through
a bunch of natural fishwives spreading gossip.
and go back to Duncan, right? Because I mean, the whole thing about this area is at this point in time, I'm kind of in one of those transition phases where I'm supposed to go from one conversation to another, but obviously there's a few people that I could talk to. Like, I could probably go talk to Alistair, but he's probably just going to be like, well, there's a battle ahead of us. And I'll be like, yup. And that's just how that's going to end. So let's talk to the king.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
That's the case. Perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Yeah, thank you.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To
cover.
flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be lighting a fire. Do I really need to do that? Yeah. If it's not dangerous, I could do it myself. No, you mean I won't be fighting in the battle? Come on now.
We need the beacon. Without it, Logain's men won't know when to charge.
You see? Glory for everyone.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Logain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Damn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Logain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.